The report that's come out today from HMI is a very serious report that government should take notice of. It's a report that says there are concerns about the long-term sustainability to be able to keep crime under control within police forces across the country. Some forces already are showing great stress, and they've identified 2 or 3 of those forces that are showing stress. They're also talking about police stations closing. 264 police stations are lowering the flag of criminal justice in their communities, and that should be of concern to people around the country. 30,000 plus officers and backroom staff are being lost. From the front line, from the back office, we are losing numbers. And when we lose numbers from the back office, these are just not imaginary jobs. They're jobs that have to be fulfilled, and those jobs will now fall on the frontline officers, will be taken away from their frontline duties. So not only are we losing officers from the front line, as it says in this report, we are losing from the back office, and those jobs will have to be performed elsewhere. So it's a serious mix that we're seeing here, and it reflects what people are telling me, officers are telling me, when I travel around the country and speak at open meetings, and they're saying we are being more stretched, that we are finding that the public are less safe because we have to respond to more calls and travel further to get to those calls as well. And they themselves are feeling at risk too. And they're very demoralised because of everything else that's going on to them at the moment, this great state of flux and the very low priority that government has given policing, cutting us way beyond any of the major front-facing services in the public sector. And these are the sort of consequences we're starting to see now, which are reflected in the government report. It's no good, or the HMI report, it's no good government saying, look, it's down to chief officers. It's government that's created this climate. It's government that's created the environment by cutting the budget by 20% and more, that's forcing chief officers to make some very difficult decisions. And there will be some unintended consequences, there'll be some failure, no doubt the public will be put at greater risk.
I think members of our communities can take some comfort from some of the things in today's report. We, the police service, know we've got to make our contribution to bringing down the public debt. And this report says that we're on with that we're taking cost out, that we are trying to focus quite a lot, 25% in non-pay, hence trying to protect some jobs. It says that we're ahead of target, and it also says that service delivery is largely being maintained. So some real positives. I'd suggest that the other side of that is we are only at the end of year 1 of a 4-year austerity programme. So I think it's too early to say yet what the impact of some of these cuts will be. We certainly can't be complacent about the loss of large numbers of people, but when your budget is comprised of 80% pay, you will lose people, and we can't be at all complacent about that. There will be some impact. Our staff are looking at a lot of changes to the terms and conditions, to the resources that are available to them in their operational roles, to the way that they're being asked to work. But I have to say, when I go and talk to those officers and go out with them on patrol, the vast majority of them understand what it is they need to do, that they need to work really hard to reduce crime, to protect people from harm, and to deliver a good quality service to the communities of this land. And they're very focused on that.